Hey, pop culture lovers, we have a very special episode for you this week. Sydney, what do we have in store?
Well, yesterday I was able to sit down with the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings, for a special one-on-one interview.
Stay tuned for the interview right now.
I've been a Jeopardy fan for a long time. I've seen you on both sides of the podium. Do you think that that should be kind of like a prerequisite?
I mean, the greatest person ever to hold that job, Alex Trebek, had never been a contestant.
Exactly.
But he was a bright, inquisitive guy who had decades to figure out the job. So I think that's the main prerequisite, is you have to be actually engaged in the game. You can't just be pretending to know and be like, no, I'm sorry, what is Lithuania? You know, you have to kind of sell it. And I find that if I'm playing along in my head with the players, it's a more convincing hosting job.
So you brought up Trebek. I know with my family, it felt like, someone had left our home when he passed away, and I know for you it was probably even harder to navigate. What do you want the viewers to know about Trebek that maybe they don't know, maybe they haven't heard?
Sometimes viewers might have thought he was a little bit, smug with his very correct French pronunciations and his eagerness to correct people. But the funny thing is that was just something he put on for the job. Like, in person, he was very loose and funny. He liked to warm up the crowd with jokes because there's a live audience at Jeopardy. In commercials, you would often see him doing a little celebrity impression or a little bit of soft shoe or something. In real life, he was much more goofy uncle and much less like imposing quiz guy.
You said in an interview once that Jeopardy is kind of a neutral space, that,
Right.
red states, blue states, young, old, it's something we can all get behind. So what is the importance of a younger generation continuing to watch Jeopardy, continuing to enjoy that show?
Well, I understand the challenges of getting younger viewers to watch Jeopardy because it's still on broadcast syndicated television. You're
preaching to the choir.
That thing that Gen Z famously loves, to set up an antenna by their TV. It's not on streaming yet, although I think that's a change that's going to happen sooner rather than later, which will be great for letting the show find a new audience. But yeah, it really is kind of the king of that kind of quiz show for a reason. For the last 60 years, Jeopardy's been on for 50 of them. There was a brief break in the 70s, and it didn't change.
My dad, every time we get to Final Jeopardy, is like, please be sports, please be sports, please be sports. It's never sports.
It's rarely sports.
It's rarely sports.
And that's because we've seen Jeopardy players try sports.
Really?
It's not always pretty.
No, absolutely. This is more kind of fun, less formal.
As long as it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun is the base of the Roundup, which is our show. So we have 4 SMU questions for you. I want to see if you can get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them. I mean, maybe. Which business owner and member of a famous family attended SMU for a semester? Heavy on the famous family.
That's all we get? Business owner and famous family? I don't know who this is. It's a
Celebrity. Heavy on the famous family.
A Kardashian.
Yeah.
It's
There you go. It is a
Kim?
Kardashian. No.
It's Chloe. It's Chris. It's I missed one. It's starts with a K.
Just got married, yeah.
Who is it? Courtney.
Courtney Kardashian famously went to SMU for a little bit.
Famously at SMU.
Yeah, heavy on the at. That's all we have, really. Like nationwide.
That's a legit
Courtney,
congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats on having the presidential library on a Kardashian.
Yeah, thank you. That was a big deal for us. Controversy over a new Pontiac Trans Am surrounded which former SMU football player? This was before SMU football got the death penalty.
Oh, is this 80s era Trans Am trivia? Boy, I mean, that's kind of my era, when I would have been watching college football more. Trans Am, I have no idea.
It was gold, right? It was a gold Trans Am.
Who got a gold Trans Am? That is
It's a football player, yeah.
You're actually asking death penalty trivia on your SMU pop culture show. Wow.
Yeah.
What a new era we're in. Who was it? I don't know.
Eric Dickerson.
Oh, it was Dickerson.
Yeah, it was Dickerson.
Yeah, I remember he was at SMU.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
See, I should have known that. But that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
Jeopardy
man.
contestants shouldn't try sports.
Yeah, I agree.